Understood. Pull up here and detain her for now.
You'll smell it.
You're about to see a fire call that doesn't come around every day.
That's happening. Thrown everywhere. I don't know why he's taking so much stuff out of the house. I don't know. My stuff is everywhere. Everywhere.
An alleged shot at rekindling romance is about to go up in flames.
A lot of people around here are crazy. What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on?
House down.
Flames weren't allegedly the only things that law enforcement found inside that house. We're on the case presented by Law&Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. A marriage that allegedly had been up and down reached explosive levels in Florida, and we have the newly released body camera video. We're riding along with the Citrus County, Florida Sheriff's Office. Now, it's not far from Orlando, and they were just called to a home that was fully engulfed in flames. Deputies were told by a 911 caller a woman had allegedly started the fire. Now, when these deputies get on scene, you can see the woman allegedly detained, and she is emotional.
He buzzing all the way, buzzing the mirrors off the truck, he flattened all the tires. The tow truck had to come with a flatbed and just yank my out.
I don't know what this is here, but I'm gonna put this here.
Lighter fluid.
Yep. Yep.
I've literally been out front. I haven't even went inside.
Want to put her in the back for now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
All right, just.
Do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Do you have gloves?
I can grab
I
some.
got in my pocket, but I don't know what it is.
You got what?
I have something in my pocket.
What bag is that over there across the street?
That's happening. Thrown everywhere. I don't know why he's taking so much stuff out of the house. I don't know. My stuff is everywhere. Everywhere.
What do you have in your pocket? You said there's something in your...
Change or something, I don't know. He has all my things everywhere. Everywhere. He destroyed my old truck. He just left. I have a video. Please, I have a video.
Quit reaching.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to.
Turn around.
Oh yeah, don't reach.
Turn around.
Don't reach. Is there anything in here that's gonna poke or stick?
so.
You don't believe so? If I get poked,
it's whatever I was finding on the floor. I want to see now this is me and I did nothing.
well, we don't know what's going on.
So I was here and watching him come up and snatch all my stuff out from
Whose bag is that?
and it has some of my stuff and it's got his in it. I don't know.
Turn that
How do
way.
you not know?
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Because he packed up all my stuff.
Listen,
He packed everything.
if you don't calm down and listen to him,
I am listening.
it's not gonna be good. So stop.
You guys,
All right,
listen to
over
me,
here.
please.
You guys hang out for a little bit until you figure out what's going on.
This is crazy.
Have a seat.
Deputies say that is Melissa Dunham. She is the wife of the homeowner. One deputy's heard saying that he had responded to the house just in the past day, allegedly for a domestic incident between Dunham and her husband. Now, he said nothing was allegedly physical at that point, but that allegedly changed hours later.
She's only been here for like a couple weeks. Apparently, they're like an estranged marriage. Been married like 20 years, but separated like 15.
The body cam video that was released by the Citrus County Sheriff doesn't show the house up close, but you can see here just the amount of smoke going into the sky from down the street. Deputies say this house is done. Now, as deputies piece together what Dunham was telling them, and remember, she allegedly admitted on camera that she had lighter fluid with her, another deputy finds her husband and he is hot emotionally about what just happened to his house.
We'll talk to that deputy right there. Calm down and talk to him.
Burnt my house down.
Calm down and talk to him.
Relax. Yeah, a lot of people around here are crazy. What's going on?
Yes.
What's
She
going
burnt
on?
my house down.
Thank you, because that didn't tell me anything, sir. What happened?
She
After we left,
walked
what
by. I
happened?
was sitting in the Jeep. She walked by.
Calm down. Step over there so the fire can get in here now.
I was sitting in the Jeep and she walked by. She goes, oh, now none of us got. And then I was sitting inside. And then I seen I was trying to get my dog. Because my dog was running off with him.
Okay.
So I was trying to get my dog, and that's when I noticed the house was on fire.
Okay. So did you actually see her light something?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay.
But I know.
Okay.
Because she's been destroying my since last night.
I understand.
Steady. But now she's got it. Good. Pretty good.
1518 if y'all with a mail party. 1858 has a female house.
Sorry.
Absolutely. That's. She's already in handcuffs right now. She's being detained. Okay.
Man, I can't believe this, man.
And your dog is on the next street behind with a couple of people.
My son's over there too.
Oh, okay. You're okay. Then your son's over there also. Okay.
Man.
I know there was a little dog. Little dog's out too. All the dogs are out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No animals right now.
Okay.
Where's your son at?
On the next street over with the dogs. Yeah. This is his family here too.
That's okay.
Yeah. They're all related.
I just stopped her and told her to walk back and hang out by my car until we can get you guys here. So he was screaming, saying she burnt the house down. That's why I said detain her for now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I've left Flannery over there with Garcia. Okay. With that.
And you gotta watch out, they got more trucks pulling in.
Oh, I know. Remember, every sailor is a firefighter. You're also supposed to step on it, not over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, verbal. A verbal between those two. And then at like 3 o'clock this morning, roughly, they were out here. Night shift was out here. Same thing, verbal.
Ain't no more going verbal.
No more verbal. No more house either.
The husband's name is Joshua Dunham, and you heard him very aggressively accusing his wife of setting the home on fire. But deputies say she is accusing him of being the one who started the fire.
Nothing for my son.
Just do me a favor.
I'm trying to find my son.
I know that's fine. Just go against the car. Bring your hands behind your back.
Really?
We're gonna detain you
until
for
we
now.
figure out what's going on, man. Yeah.
Where's my kid at? Because he did the whole thing.
Face the other way, man.
Man, my house is getting burnt down right now.
Yeah, but we don't know what the hell's going on. So just relax for a second.
Hey, dude!
Do you have anything in your pockets that you're not supposed to?
In my pockets.
Or like stuff you're not supposed to have, man.
Maybe a bowl, I don't know. I don't know, it might not be. It's just a weed bowl. It is. That's like.
You have a medical card?
No, I don't have it. That's the like smoke.
Yeah, he walked through the back. He said he was at the house next door. He's playing his uncle's house.
I was looking for my son. I was looking for my son. I didn't know how to say right there.
Let's see if Velasquez's car is open. I don't know.
Junior, where's Junior at?
Yeah. No, yeah, I got you.
Hey, my son, he ain't talking to my son.
Yeah, we will, man. Until we figure out what's going on, man. You're not in trouble or anything yet.
I feel like it.
Yeah, it's locked.
I mean, if you're not in trouble, that's handcuffs.
No. Just have a seat, all right?
Now, deputies don't know who started the fire that destroyed the house, and they're also factoring in that they were just at this home for a domestic situation within the last 24 hours. Now, the good news is that deputies say that everybody was able to get out of the home. They detained both the husband and wife as they just tried to sort out what happened. Now, deputies tracked down the couple's son. He's 20 years old, and this is what he told them.
So what happened?
The whole time.
So they were arguing like usual, whatever. And then he was throwing her out the house yesterday.
I'm talking about today. Like, what caused?
right.
Like, so we were out here this morning. I was one of the deputies out here this morning. What has transpired since us being?
So
The audio is redacted in this part of the conversation, but I have court records that lay out what he allegedly said. The witness described that his parents have had a very contentious marriage and they fought a lot. He said that his mom would allegedly get upset thinking that his dad was too busy for her, but they were trying to rekindle their marriage, allegedly. They allegedly had been married for about 20 years, but it seemed like they had gone through a lot of periods of being separated. But legally, on paper, they were still a married couple. Court records state that the son told deputies that his parents started fighting the night prior to the fire. He also accused his mom around 1:30 in the morning of allegedly attacking him with a taser in their house because he wouldn't take her side in an argument. The 18-year-old said that he was planning to leave the house that morning because he just did not want to be part of his parents' quote, toxic relationship. And that is just so incredibly sad. Now, he said he went outside the house around 4 o'clock in the morning to charge his cell phone in a car and he fell asleep. And when he woke up around 6:30, his parents were allegedly fighting again. He said the power to their home was allegedly shut off and he thought it was because they didn't pay the bill. Now, this is where this fire potentially starts. Melissa Dunham allegedly yells at her husband, quote, "Now we both don't have expletive." And that is where the boy says it allegedly started to look like his house was on fire. In an interview with the husband, Joshua Dunham, he accused his wife of taking a hammer to items in the house the night prior and then allegedly destroying property inside. Joshua lost his house in this fire, but you can also see that we do have a mugshot of him, and we will explain why in a moment related to this case. He ends up getting arrested. Now, Melissa allegedly told deputies that she had no idea how the fire started, but then deputies say that she told them that she had thrown allegedly a lit cigarette on the floor of the master bedroom. And it's also important to note that deputies say that Melissa had a tote bag allegedly on her when she was detained, and that tote bag had lighter fluid in it. Now, we have an audio recording of Melissa talking with the deputy, and here's what she said.
Have you ever lit a campfire before?
No, I didn't camp.
Okay.
Don't even know
Have
it.
you ever lit any kind of fire before?
Like in a little fire.
Yeah. So how does it start?
With moss,
Or something that'll burn, right?
paper.
Right. Something that'll burn, and you put fire to it, right? With a lighter or a match or a cigarette or whatever, right?
I mean, you have to light the paper that you put in,
Right.
in a fire or something.
Right. And so things like moss and
Things like that catch on
papers,
fire
it
easily.
catches on fire easily, right?
Clothes.
Clothes. So throwing a cigarette into a pile of clothes likely would have caused a fire, right? Whether it was
I didn't
intentional
throw
or
it
not.
Court records show Melissa allegedly admitted to tossing the cigarette, but then denied that she did it to light the house on fire, and she denied adding any accelerants to the fire, but she did allegedly admit that there were combustible materials in the area where she chucked that lit cigarette, including hairspray and aerosols. Melissa Dunham was charged with first-degree arson, and that's not all that she was charged with.
Here's the good news and here's the bad news, okay? Right now, you are being placed under arrest. You're going to be charged with domestic battery and domestic assault against your son. Okay?
My son?
Yes, ma'am. So here's the thing, okay? You are likely going to be charged with arson as well. It's just a matter of whether or not by the time you get to the jail, you choose to tell me the other details that we're missing here, okay? And by that time, like I say, if the dog has already found it, we're not going to have another talk. I'm just going to arrest you for it, okay? So if you think of anything else, this deputy has my phone number, and you can have him reach out to me, okay? All right. I wish you the best of luck, Melissa.
Deputies say they executed a search warrant on Melissa's bags, and in one of them, they allegedly found a clear plastic bag with roughly 6.5 grams of a substance that appeared to be meth. They also located another baggie that appeared to have freshly cultivated and cut marijuana, according to court records. The deputies say they don't believe the weed was for medical use, and it appeared the marijuana had been recreationally grown and packaged, according to deputies. Now, Melissa is being held without bond on that arson charge, a serious felony, but then she was also hit with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance and a count of possession of paraphernalia. And that brings us back to her husband, the man who allegedly lost his house at the hands of his wife during this very flammable attempt of getting back together. Now, here are deputies reading him his search warrant.
All right, so the warrant has the search warrant for the house has been signed by the judge.
Right.
By policy, we have to read you the warrant.
Right.
It's a lot of confusing jargon, but I'm going to read it to you to say that I did.
All right.
Hi.
To put it simply, the warrant is authorizing us to go onto or into the house and the property for the purpose of collecting photographs, swabs, samples, things like that, okay? This is just the legal foundation for us to go on there and make sure nothing is suppressed because the judge says we can, okay? So, in the Circuit Court of the 5th Judicial Circuit in and for Citrus County, Florida, we have a search warrant. Whereas complaint on oath and in writing supported by affidavit of credible witness, to wit, Detective Adolph of the Citrus County Sheriff's Office, Major Crimes Unit, that's me, has been made to me, the undersigned Circuit Court Honorable Judge Amber Thomas in and for Citrus County, Florida. Whereas said facts made known to me and considered by me have caused me to certify and find there is probable cause to believe that certain laws have been violated in, or the evidence of, or evidence relevant to proving a violation of certain laws is located on certain premises in Citrus County, Florida, being known and described as follows. 0 South Powell Point, Homosassa, Citrus County, Florida. There's directions in there to get from our emergency operations center to here. I'm going to spare you from reading that. Google will tell you the same thing. I also want to preface with this really quick. You are going to hear verbiage in here about the marijuana plants. Because we're collecting those in plain view, we have to take them. It's included in here. This is just for the search, okay?
I got you.
The residence located at South Powell Point, Homosassa, Citrus County, Florida is described as a single-family manufactured home of approximately 1,250 square feet, originally constructed in 1984, comprised of 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The residence was previously clad in brown vinyl siding, though it now shows barren wood studs and heavy charring as a result of a structure fire, which consumes the majority of the structure. The front door is accessible by a concrete raised porch, which is oriented to the north. The residence itself is oriented east to west on an approximately 0.44 acre lot, which is surrounded by no-climb fence wire and accessible through a steel gate. Per Citrus County property appraiser records, the residence and property are under the ownership and control of Mr. Joshua L. Durham, the victim, and Mr. Harvey D. Durham. Is that
It's Dunham.
Dunham, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the printer cut it off.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's it.
And then it's hard to, we printed this on an in-car printer, but this is a photo of the yard looking at the house.
Okay.
Okay. The house is hereinafter referred to as the premises. Whereas the court having found probable cause that certain property is being kept within the premises and the following laws have been violated or are being violated within said premises, to wit, the laws against sell, manufacture, deliver, possess with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver a controlled substance, Florida State statute, and did unlawfully and willfully by fire or explosion damage or cause to be damaged a dwelling, whether occupied or not, the property of the victim, located at 9 South Powell Point, Homosassa, Citrus County, Florida, or its contents in violation of Florida statute 806.011A. Now, therefore, you, Detective Charles Adolph, with assistance from other members of the Citrus County Sheriff's Office and its delegates, which includes the fire marshal, are hereby ordered and authorized to seize the following items hereinafter referred to as the property: any and all controlled substance manufacturing equipment located in the residence, sheds, or outbuildings; any and all controlled substances not prescribed by a doctor as medication to the listed individuals Joshua Dunham and Melissa Dunham; any cultivation equipment located in the residence, sheds, or outbuildings; any and all paraphernalia located in the residence, sheds, or outbuildings; defendants belonging on her person at the time of detaining a black Nike backpack, white tote Marc Jacobs bag, and a black Calvin Klein tote bag; biological evidence, photographs, swabs and samples, incendiary devices, combustible fuel sources. Paragraphs 1 through 10 are hereinafter the property. Now, therefore, you, Detective Adolph, with such lawful assistance as may be necessary to include deputy sheriffs, detectives, and crime scene technicians, are hereby commanded in the daytime or in the nighttime, or on Sunday, as the exigencies of the occasion may demand, to enter and search the aforesaid premises and curtilage thereof, and any vehicles thereof, or any person located on the premises or within the curtilage reasonably believed to be connected with said illegal activity for the property described in this warrant. And if the same or any part thereof be found, you are hereby authorized to seize and secure same, giving proper receipt thereof, and delivering a completed copy of this warrant to the person in control of the premises, or in the absence of any such person, leaving a completed copy where the items are found, and making return of your doings under this warrant within 10 days of the date hereof. And you or your designated forensic analyst are further authorized to search the property for evidence of the crime described herein, and you are directed to confirm the security of said property, so it may be brought before court having jurisdiction of this offense, to be used in the prosecution of persons violating this offense, and thereafter to be disposed of according to law. Witness my hand and seal this 30th day of March 2026, Circuit Judge Amber Thomas. And that's her signature right there. All right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me? All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll be down there for a little bit. If you need anything, just stand outside the gate and holler at us. But otherwise, we'll try and leave you alone, okay?
Deputies write that they executed that search warrant and allegedly found 34 marijuana plants outside the home. And inside the home, they say they found alleged lamps, tanks, and equipment that you would need to grow marijuana. Deputies say the plants weighed a total of 5 pounds. Court records show that Joshua allegedly admitted that they were his plants, but he denied that he was growing marijuana to sell it. Joshua is now facing a charge of possession with intent to sell, manufacture, or deliver cannabis, which is a third-degree felony. As for Melissa, her case is also still open and ongoing at the time of this recording. Online court records show that Melissa has a pretrial conference on her case set for July. That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, and we're also now streaming on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.